come down to it, I'd rather not.
Alright, we are live.
Alright.
That's exciting.
Yep. Now I just need for my Twitch chat to show up. Come on, Twitch chat, where are you?
So are we missing old Farnsworth there?
Right now we are, yeah.
The message, because it came up on mine, said that he's trying to figure out the internet.
Yeah.
That basically it's stormy and it's Pickens.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is stormy. I will concur with that. There it is.
Dylan exists.
Dylan!
Yeah, maybe.
Mr. Farnsworth?
The professor. Farnsworth was the rat man you killed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the president.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Yeah, we killed Farnsworth.
Yep. Cool. Alright, everyone
So
is
can y'all
here.
hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you hear us?
Okay. Look, internet is absolute shit right now. I'm going from like 1 bar to 5 bars to back to 1, so I have no idea how it's going to do.
Okay. Well,
Just like the professor.
yeah, well luckily your character is
Yeah.
absent anyway, so
So what happened? I don't remember.
yes.
Like Rolodex save for internet connection.
Alright, cool. Alright, so when we last left off, you guys had gotten a chicken dragon and walked into a pet shop and scared the crud for
He has a name, sir.
for some reason.
It's Gilbert.
Does
Yeah,
it have
Gilbert.
a name?
Yeah,
Gilbert.
Gilbert. And the bat's name is Bruce, and the cat's name is Whiskers.
That's right.
But anyways, but you guys had cages,
Mr.
which made
Whiskers.
at least 2 of you encumbered. I assume Agnar and Melody. Now, am I to believe that you guys have maybe taken these animals back to the guild shack? Has that happened?
I would assume so.
Okay, so that's like a day's worth of travel, because the distance between Ugrin and the guild house is approximately 80 miles. So,
Or we could just use the Farnsworth estate that I forgot I had.
yeah, well, it's an apartment.
We need to make sure that the cat's safe. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they gotta be okay for like a day or two, probably. You know. So,
Good news.
Except he also left a candle burning. Oh no!
so I'm gonna have us
Next to
maybe at
take
the
a
guild
meeting.
shack for the moment then. So let's turn this on. Bam. Shazam. Let's go to the guild hall. Alright, cool. So, you guys are at the guild hall. Let's switch over to guild hall music, yeah. So, you're at the guild, you've got the animals here at the shack. What are you doing with them now that you've got them here at the shack?
I'm going to leave Gilbert in very capable hands while we get money for an actual guild.
Okay. So you,
Are dragon
I'm
chickens
gonna secure
edible?
Brucey in his cage.
yeah. So Gorm is still here at the shack. He's sort of living here for the time being. Do you ask Gorm to take care of Gilbert?
Yes. Gorm, I've made a small friend.
Gorm looks
Here's
at
a
the
bat, Gorm. Have fun.
yeah. Gorm looks at the chicken dragon and gasps and says, "What in tarnation is that?"
I don't know. It's Gilbert, though, so
He says, "What does
don't
it
let
eat?"
him die. It seems to like legs.
The legs of what? He asks.
I don't remember.
It's like he's fluffy and he's happy and he's my friend.
You had a Ratman leg for
Yeah, it's Ratman.
Yeah, Ratman leg. All right, cool. So he agrees to sort of take the chicken dragon thing. It sort of snaps at him and kind of growls a little bit.
I tut-tutted.
Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
He's just cranky because he hasn't had his nap.
and
I cast sleep on it.
you roll for that.
That is a 12.
Yeah, cool. He sleeps for sure.
That bitch is
Okay.
unconscious.
As you say, he's cranky because he doesn't need his nap. What? Nap? And you spray him with like sleep cups.
Cool. So
What was I doing?
yeah. So and you give Bruce over to Gorm too, I presume then.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. And do y'all leave Gorm with any sort of food or money to buy food or anything of that sort?
Sure.
Who are you?
Yeah.
Let me see. I'll.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah, go
I
ahead.
mean, I assume he's not broke.
Yeah, well, no, he's not broke, but like, is it are your animals his
for the
financial
pets.
responsibility?
For the pets.
Yeah. Yeah. Are you?
Oh, for
I
the
paid y'all
animals?
for Mr.
No,
Whiskers. Y'all
I
have
leave them
silver.
nothing.
Yeah, sure. I'll leave him 2 gold.
Okay. All right. Cool. So and that should feed them for a pretty long time. I mean, it doesn't take a lot to feed an animal. So yeah, you leave the animals with him, and you're back. Is there anything you want to do while you're sort of here around the guild shack?
Should we try
What
to
can we do?
patch the holes? Should we look around?
Yeah, I mean, you could get a good night's sleep and then head back into back towards Ugrin.
I would like to look around to see if there's any spider lily around here.
So you want to like scour the forest? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you didn't even read the full flyer, so you don't have a lot of information.
Fair enough.
Yeah. So but yeah, I mean, you can look for spider lily. It's definitely not in this area, so you won't find it. But you can look for it. You can aimlessly wander around in the forest.
Mist wants to fish for a fish.
Okay, yeah. You can go fishing. So you travel up to the lake. Let's we'll zoom out a little bit to where the lake is. Bam, lake. So you
And I'm over here.
all right, cool. So
I want to look at the tree.
So you're headed to the tree, huh?
I will
Sure.
follow her to the tree. In case
I don't
it
like
is
the
a
way he
friend.
said that shit. I don't think you're coming back, Melody.
I don't like leaving Farnsworth alone, so I'm gonna head into these woods to look around.
Cool.
I told you I wanted to see the tree. I want to
The
go to the
professor
tree.
is going with Melody.
So
Good news! I'm with
Mr. You're fishing. Let's talk about that first. Right? Where are you fishing at? Are you fishing in the lake or are you fishing in the river?
I'm gonna go with both because that's the best spot.
All right, cool.
This is like I'm leaving these crazy fuckers behind.
Yeah. So
I
let's
resemble that.
let's fish with some dexterity.
All right. You want to do like 2d6?
Yeah, 2d6 plus dex.
That's an 11, sir.
Cool. So yeah, you pull a pretty sizable fish out of the lake there. What kind of fish is it?
The most delicious of all.
Okay, so you pull the mythical equivalent of mahi mahi out of
Sweet.
the lake there, and yeah, it's probably a good 10-12 pounds worth of fish, big. So you've got that in your
It's
possession.
Zahi Zahi.
Yeah, so Zahi
That's
Zahi.
Zahi.
Yeah, it has legs, which is weird.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Crab
Hey, you
legs!
can break off the legs
I
and
was
feed
gonna
it to the
say.
chicken.
fish legs. It has fish legs.
You gotta eat it legs first.
Yep. And it can also breathe above water. But, I assume you're going to club it or something to kill it.
Also, if it has
I'm gonna tie
legs,
its legs
it has
up.
kneecaps.
I'm gonna tie its legs up so that it stays fresh.
Okay. All right.
Are you
Cool.
gonna feed it to Gilbert alive?
Oh, I'm gonna eat
Break
it.
a leg off, leave it
Not
there.
alive.
So as Melody and the professor head towards the tree, and Agnar is sort of just in the woods beyond. What are you doing in the forest as you're walking around the trees? It's pretty dense. It's hard. You don't see very far in front of you because the tree coverage is so dense.
Well, I'm looking for random flower, and I guess I'm also making sure there isn't like anything too dangerous in these woods.
All right.
Look for cool stuff. If you find something cool, share.
Yeah.
And I will do the
Shiny
thing.
pebbles.
Yes, rocks and charms.
Yeah.
and
You
just-
want to roll some discern realities to see if you see anything while you're there?
Sure. What's that on wisdom?
Yeah, wisdom.
Cool. I have no additive to that. 8, but okay.
Yeah. So you notice some like nuts and berries. You walk around and some mushrooms. You find some small edible things like that. You do notice sort of the closer you get to the sort of large tree area, the less signs of wildlife you notice. But you don't see any sort of like anything that looks terribly evil. So
Okay, all right.
Is
Well,
this
that's-
I have a question. Does
Yeah.
this tree have an orange X across it?
no.
Are you sure?
Yeah,
Because I think I know what might live inside this tree.
Are there pixies?
yeah. No orange X's.
I want a tree house. They're about to get evicted.
So
I can blow holes in it.
So,
Smog.
Melody and Professor, you sort of arrive in the clearing where the tree is, and definitely no signs of life around the tree whatsoever. In fact, the air around the tree is also very still. You notice there's no wind, and even sort of the surrounding sky seems to be just a little gray around the tree. What do you do?
I would like to cast a spell to talk with spirits.
Okay.
Okay, yes, please.
So as we go to the big tree, it's like, this is boring. Ghost.
All right. What's the let's roll for that.
So I got an 8. So I will let you choose what goes wrong, Mike.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, no.
Well, how does the talk with spirits read?
Let me find it real quick. Basically, I can talk with a spirit in the area. Though for the spell casting itself, because I didn't get a good one, I could just choose. It's, hey, do I want to lose the spell slot, or do I want to let Mike have fun with this? I'm like,
Yeah.
let's let Mike have fun with this.
Yeah. Cool. So you
It's a zombie T-Rex.
you commune with the spirits. What are you asking them?
Like, sorry. Contact spirits. Name the spirit you wish to contact, or leave it up to the GM. I'll leave it up to you. You pull that creature through the plains just close enough to speak to you. It is bound to answer any one question.
Yeah. Okay,
Where did
cool.
I leave my keys?
What kind of spirit do I summon when I just reach out into the ether
Yeah, you reach
near
out.
this tree?
You reach out and you grab a it looks like a rabbit spirit.
Aw,
Yeah, it's ghostly white and has sharp, pointy teeth.
no.
Does anyone have a holy hand grenade?
No, brother Maynard carries that. I'm sorry.
I have a shitload of magic relics. I might have one in my bag. Let me
You
look.
do have that fairy
But
bomb.
you're not there. You're by the lake.
Dang it.
So only Melody and the professor are here.
Shoot a fireball in the sky, guys. I'll come check it
So
out.
yeah, you pull this rabbit spirit out, and it's sort of in a high squeaky voice says, "What is it that you want to know from me, mortal?"
Melody, I have done a
What?
thing.
Okay, Demon Rabbit. Can
Our
you
tricks are
tell
for
us
kids.
what's up with this tree over here?
So it sort of looks over at you, and it looks back at the professor and says, "I will only speak with the conjurer."
Looks
I
like
am
it's
so
you.
tempted. Out of character, I want to ask it what is the unladen speed of a swallow versus one with a coconut, but we are not doing that. So, what she said, what's up with this tree, and is it flammable?
So this tree is one of otherworldly nature. Even we spirits deign not to cross its path. And now, for payment, I take from you what I desire. And he leaps on your throat and starts biting it. And you take just 1 damage. Look at that. Nothing crazy.
It's a small
Aha.
spirit.
My mage armor eats it.
Yeah. So
I was
the-
thinking your wrinkly
Hey.
folds, but whatever.
Yeah, he can't get through the wrinkly folds.
So the rabbit spear is
Sorry,
currently
sharp
9
guy.
on your neck, though. And Melody, are you doing anything this time? As this?
Yeah, I should probably
Fireball.
Yes, fireball the rabbit.
I will say it goes to 11 because typically that's. Uh-oh. I thought that wasn't a fireball.
Doesn't it have like area of effect or no?
Fireball? Yes, so it doesn't have
No,
a
it's not
defined area.
fireball.
No, it
Oh.
goes to 11.
Nearest ally in it attacks target closest to the nearest ally in range.
Okay.
Because that's what it says. It says when you unleash a crazed performance, choose a target who can hear you and roll charisma. On a +10, the target attacks their nearest ally in range.
Okay.
That's got to be a typo. Okay, yeah. You wouldn't attack your ally on a +10.
Well, it's nearest ally.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
The tree.
Don't attack the tree.
It runs all the way to the space
I
spectral
wanted
realm
to
to
attack the
attack.
tree. This is like an evil ant. It's gonna stand up and start effing you guys up.
Okay, I got an 8.
Cool.
All right.
I can see it going in Mike's right now. I'm so glad I'm fucking fishing.
It doesn't say what I attack with, so I'm guessing it's my typical damage. And that's a 6.
Cool. So yeah, the rabbit starts lets go of the professor and then sort of starts gnawing on himself until he sort of eats himself into non-existence.
Nice.
Yeah. And then sort of you guys are just left there with the tree. So this is going on. What's Agnar up to? Is he still wandering around the forest, or is he headed
He
towards the
gives
tree
a
or the lake?
pamphlet to the tree.
I guess he's slowly making his way closer towards the tree.
Yeah.
Very interested in the fact that there's less stuff around.
Yeah. And what's Mist up to over there by the lake?
Mist is really happy about catching his whatever we're calling it.
Zahi.
A Zahi. So he's tied its legs up and he's got it slung over his back. And he's headed back to the cabin to cook him some lunch.
Cool. All right.
I've collected some of the nuts and berries that I found, by the way.
Yeah,
I was gonna say he's probably about right there, making his way back.
Yeah. So yeah, go ahead and
My
get
way
your
downtown.
nuts and berries, and you can add some of those and mushrooms if you want to your inventory.
Yeah.
Yeah. And have you made it to the clearing then?
Yeah,
Yeah.
You talking to me?
No, Agnar.
Oh, gotcha. Go ahead.
Yeah. So you make it to the clearing. You're just at the edge of the tree line, and you see Melody and the professor sitting there at sort of at the base of the tree. What are you guys doing there at the base of the tree?
Well, I'm thinking part of me wants to ask more questions like bardic lore, but the other part, I'm going to go ahead and like discern realities to see if I can find something cool around the tree.
Cool. Yeah.
My next moment is to try to cast telepathy to the tree.
Okay.
Telepathy to the tree? Okay, well,
I mean, if it's sentient, it might work.
all right, that's a 10.
All right. Cool.
Better than touching it.
So you're sort of staring at the tree. It's very large. It stands easily, 10 times larger than any of the trees in the area. But it doesn't have any leaves on it. It doesn't have there's no like necessarily openings or holes in it in any way. Just this very, very large looming tree with these sort of branches coming out of it. But you do notice there's almost sort of this large circular faint ring, like maybe something was carved into it long ago and it's sort of overgrown on it. And then at the center of that, there is sort of almost an orb-shaped hole. And that hole has got a symbol on it. The symbol sort of looks like kind of like fire a little bit.
That's where the fireball goes.
I mean, if
No.
you pointed it out, yes.
No, I do not point it out.
It's a
The
gate.
professor's too busy just debating on talking with the tree.
Okay, well, yeah, you
He
should
knows.
probably talk with the tree. Yeah, why not talk with the tree?
How could
Be
this
one with it,
possibly go wrong?
superstar.
It didn't go wrong. 10. I am going to cast telepathy, and I am going to form a telepathic bond and touch the tree.
Okay.
Should I leave you alone with the tree?
Yeah.
I'm about to... What was the movie with the kaiju? Pacific Rim?
Yeah. So you place your hand on the tree, and the very moment your hand touches the tree, you get flashes of images from maybe a place or even a time, or like it doesn't make sense. Like they all flash by really quick into you, and it's not anything you've ever seen before, and you don't know what to make of it. but that's all that you get from it. And it knocks you back, the force of all this information.
I want to fix the world tree.
We could.
There's a god trapped in this thing or something.
Oh,
Oh,
great.
I got it.
The return of Baylor.
If we put a cat on it,
You put smush it into a ball first and then stick it in the hole and light it on fire. That's how
or
you.
liquid.
That's-
Have you ever done with a cat?
No!
If it fits, it's
If it fits the ships.
so the professor gets blown
But
back.
it's got to be on fire, man.
So
There's a
Agnar,
fire
you go into
symbol.
the clearing just in time to see the professor go flying backwards. Good news!
I'm gonna run after the professor. Professor, wait!
So,
So I look around and I go, no one touch the tree.
yeah, okay, all right.
It will throw
You
you.
tell me that.
Sure. After you've already touched it and flown
Yeah.
across the forest.
That makes sense.
Agnar's interested. He's gonna do a jump and put both feet onto the tree.
Okay. All right. Roll dexterity for the ability to jump and put your feet on the tree.
You're jump kicking a tree.
That's a 9.
Cool. You jump and kick the tree, and you get a splinter. Beyond that, nothing happens.
Aww.
Yeah.
I was hoping to launch.
Yeah. The splinter is gonna do 2 damage ongoing until you pull the splinter out.
Wow.
So there's that.
Help! Is there a mouse around?
Jeez.
I mean, I could cast detect magic on the tree, but I think we know.
There's something in there.
Yeah.
You know, I want to roll on Bardic lore to see if we can find out anything else more about the tree, because I have grand histories. You know, the tree's old. It's an old history.
Yeah.
See if I know anything. Oops. Okay, and what's that rolled on?
I'll say wisdom.
I know nothing.
Cool. Yeah. You
I know it's a tree.
know it's a tree. You're like, guys, this is a tree. I knew it. So.
I would like to spout lore on the tree.
Is this going to be the tree episode?
Sure.
So I specifically have a feat, and I'm like, wait a minute. This comes up rarely, but it was too perfect not to choose it. So I chose the advanced move, Font of Knowledge. When you spout lore about something nobody else has any clue about, specifically word for word, take +1.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Spout lore is knowledge, right?
Spout lore is on intelligence.
Sorry. Myth, different systems. Okay, that is an 8 + 1, 9?
Okay. All right. So, you don't know anything about this tree specifically, but you do know about enchanted trees in general. So, you know that tree magic is typically is performed by dryads or druids, and you know that also that trees sort of draw life from the earth and the sky, and so the magical power, what it uses to fuel itself, has to be its surroundings.
So there's a druid around here, and it is being killed by global warming.
That's a conclusion that you came to. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We need to burn down the forest to flush out the druid.
I just want a tree house, man.
Agnar is gonna pull the splinter out of him now.
Yeah, I would suggest you do so.
Cool. Yeah, roll on dexterity for pulling that splinter out.
Cool. No, I don't.
Can I? How do you have any modifiers?
+1.
So could I try to roll to assist?
Yeah, you can.
I'll look to see if I have anything that can help. And I sucked. Yeah, that's no way that splinter's coming
Yeah,
out.
so you're trying to help pull the splinter out of Agnar's foot, and he kicks you in the face.
Cool.
Yeah. Agnar, roll damage on Melody, please.
Oh,
No.
Jesus.
Hey Agnar, would you like to ask
That's
me
7.
for advice so I can use my know-it-all?
After I kick her in the face, yes.
Oh
That's
god.
7 damage.
That's bad.
You can deduct your armor.
You need
from
to
that.
pull
Yeah.
with your teeth.
I'm gonna lift my foot to
He's
my mouth
going
and
to-
try to pull it with my teeth.
He's going to instruct you, and you get a +1 going forward as long as you follow my advice.
Cool. Roll.
And I get to mark an experience.
Put your foot to your face and roll Constitution, please.
You're gonna kick yourself
No,
in
no,
the face.
Constitution.
That's 9.
Cool.
Okay, well.
Yeah, the smell from your foot's pretty bad, and it doesn't really like knock you out, but you do remove the splinter, but it was difficult, and so
Does that mean I get a stank face?
yeah, you take 4 damage from the removal of the splinter, but it's gone now.
You just chewed a hole in your heel.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew this, but the sandals Agnar wears don't actually have bottoms.
Yeah. So what's Mist up to right now? This has all been going on. Has Mist made it back to the shack yet, or?
Yeah, he's back at the shack and he's smoking that fish.
Okay, all right, cool. So you cook him the fish, and you cooking it outside or inside the shack?
Outside the shack.
Okay, all right.
Because you smoke stuff outside, not inside,
right.
Mike.
Well, you know, I don't know what it.
We don't have electric crock pots in those
Yeah,
days.
Yeah,
You could hotbox the shack.
yeah. Just like the
It
shack on
is
fire.
drafty. You still probably would
No.
be fine.
No, he doesn't want to do that. He's
Yeah.
cooking it outside.
All right, cool.
We're
So-
fighting trees and like injuring ourselves, so.
So back at the tree.
I'm having the best day ever.
Yeah. So back at Lay Tree. What are you guys doing? I don't know that we want to spend all 2 hours on this tree. What do you?
Yeah, that's why I'm like,
I'm gonna pick up the professor and start walking back towards the shack and be like, "It's time for your nap."
Okay.
okay, what I would like
He
to do.
immediately cast sleep on himself.
Wow.
Roll for that.
Well,
He said nap. That is a 3 + 3, 6.
Cool.
DM, what goes wrong?
Yeah, you cast it on Agnar. He falls on top of you. Agnar, you're asleep. Roll damage on the professor, please.
It's 9.
Yeah, 9 damage to the professor.
he's frail and old.
who's
so.
who's now pinned under
So-
Agnar, who's asleep.
3 of that is absorbed.
Sure.
6 of it kills me. I'm down. I am dying.
No, you can't be. There's no way you have that little HP.
Let me double check my hit points, but wizards have like none.
Yeah, but what's your constitution?
My
It's
constitution's 1.
No. What is your actual constitution?
I have 5 hit points.
No.
There's
you
no
don't.
way.
No, you
I
Oh.
have
don't.
26.
It's
Oh.
the constitution
You
number.
probably have 18, man.
No, okay. This
your
is why you
constitution
don't go
plus
between
6.
systems. When I think of hit points, I think the hit die plus constitution modifier. Nope, I'm
No.
still up. I'm good.
Mhm. Yeah,
I was about to say, dang.
Okay,
you're not
You're
dying.
dying of old
I
age
am
the
way
whole
less
time?
frail than I thought,
Yeah. So
Okay,
but I am still horribly injured.
Yeah, well, and you're trapped. Even.
as am I.
Yeah.
As am I.
You're not trapped. You just got kicked in the face.
Well, I was talking about injured.
Oh yeah. So what is Melody doing over there by the tree still?
Really, really quick before we go, so that I can. Yeah, I know. Hold on a second. So, what I would like to do is I would like to get some sort of an etching or something of the emblem on the tree, so that I can do some research around town.
Sure. For sure. Yeah. So I mean the emblem in my very crude freehand would be like a like a fire symbol. Like a something kind of like that, right?
I can't see it, but that's okay.
I see it now.
Oh, now I see it. Yeah.
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 All right.
Oh god, it's the Fire Nation.
Yeah. Kind of.
Well, either
Yeah.
way-
It is kind of like the Fire Nation symbol, like that.
Anyway, I wanted to have that so that we can revisit this later when we're not just asking it questions and getting our asses kicked.
Sure.
By ourselves.
Yeah.
Um.
Roll for dexterity for your ability to sketch that.
Okay. Sure.
2.
That's an 8.
Cool. It's a crude drawing, but you can make it out.
Well, I mean, I figured if I was etching over it instead of like trying to
Yeah.
freehand it, there would be some benefit or something.
Yeah. Okay. Well, even a +1, you're still a 9. So
Yeah.
you know you can make it out for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
She's too distracted by the sound of the professor being smothered.
Yeah.
I'm like, shut up and die quieter.
Oh, cheers!
Oh, yeah, and so you guys didn't see earlier. I'm going to throw this up real quick because you weren't here for it. I did put together a very crude and just to the best of my ability some character models for you guys. There's the professor. There's Melody. There's Agnar. There's Mist.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yeah. So the professor even has glasses. So
It's my baby boy.
yeah.
Oh my god, she sure does. What?
And Mist Sword even has that little red red
Yeah, it sure does, and it's actually orange, but yeah, it's cool.
orange. Okay. But anyways, so
Why is your sword so veiny, sir?
The way it was born.
yeah. Like I said,
So-
I had crude materials, so I did the best I could.
I'm like, all right, how do
Oh
I?
man, this is good. What are you talking about? It's like 8-bit character life. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. So, but you guys head back to the shack.
Well, okay, is he awake now? Or do I have to?
You might want to wake him up.
Okay, so can I naturally wake him up, or do I roll for arcane art to break the enchantment?
All right, yes, let's do him.
You
on
can
the
just
arcane art.
naturally wake him up.
All right, let's you know,
No, it's gonna
Okay.
be more fun if she fucks it up
Yeah.
and kills both of you.
yeah.
I hope
Oh,
so.
thank God! Alright.
Boo!
What'd you get?
I got a, and that's on what roll for arcane art? It doesn't say.
I don't know.
Oh, it does. It
crave
does.
death.
Never mind. It does. It's 13.
Okay.
We're good.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. So yeah, Agnar wakes up and releases the professor, who is still awake, of course.
Yes, because I wasn't allowed to sleepy myself.
When Agnar pulls the professor off, does he make like that peeling stick noise?
It sure does. It's disgusting.
Yeah.
It sounds like wet Velcro.
I'm used to this, so I just pat the professor on this head and say, "After we get home,
What? What is after you get home?
sleep."
Oh, okay.
The sleep
Oh, okay.
spell.
I was like, what is happening right now?
He's going to rape me, of course.
Family business.
Yeah. So
Deliverance. 15.
Squeal, Professor Squeal!
so anyway,
This is why we should not be allowed to talk. To the shack.
to the shack, to the love shack. Okay. It's a little old place where we can get together.
Okay, if that's the love shack, there's something deeply wrong. But
Well,
okay.
it's, there are all
We
types
love
of
our
love.
pets.
No, that's the love shack.
All right, so yeah, you're back in the shack, and you walk up and Mist is cooking up the delectable zahi fish. Whether he chooses to share it with you or not, that's up to him. But you guys all arrive back. What are your plans now?
Well, we ought to do one of those other jobs if we're
I'm
going
gonna
to
say
get
we need
money
to make
to do
some
this.
money. Yeah, we need to make some money, and I'll take my etching with me, and just so I can ask people around town what up.
Yeah. All right.
Could always do the escort mission. We'll be able to visit a new town.
Do we really want an escort mission? That's babysitting.
Or we
But they
could
might
go
have better
take
jobs
down
in that next
the-
town.
Also depends on
What
who we're
gang was
escorting,
it?
because we could just rob
The
them.
gnome
gnomes.
gang.
We could take down the gnomes and end global warming to heal
Let's
the
go
world.
fuck a
truth.
dragon up. I vote dragon.
I vote
This wants to
dragon.
kill a dragon.
I'm fine for dragon.
All right. Well, first you have to go back to town to even get the quest, right? So let's head back to Ugrin then.
We could just find a dragon and bring it back.
Hey, I know how to do it. You just go, caw, 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 caw.
All right.
You'll hear it
So
eventually.
it is like I said, it's a day's travel.
Are dragons
to-
giant crows now?
to
No, but if you
Ugrin.
do it, you'll hear it scream back at you. 'Cause
I
Okay.
it's
assume we
annoying.
rested while we were at the shack.
Yeah, I mean, you probably spent the night. So all in total now, it's been about 3 days since you've last been here.
Okay.
Um,
Miss spends the night here.
Yeah, no, it can't. You've never even been there. So this is the inn right here.
Not that they know of.
So that's the
Ooh,
inn.
creepy corn maze.
There's a blacksmith here. The pet shop you visited is it's over here. Pet shop. So this is the warehouse. Up here is the warehouse.
Oh, that's the chicken dragon warehouse.
This
I
is
hear
the
you.
warehouse on the outskirts of town.
And sorry, go ahead.
And then where the
What is this stuff, Mike?
That's like it's like a ledge, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then the apartment is over here in this sort of like set of row houses.
Yes, I also see the weird cave in the woods. I was looking at it too.
Yeah. So all of your interactions happen in the town that's outside of the sort of the walled part of the city. That's the
Yeah,
walled
but
part of
that
the
looks
city.
all like the best places to be.
Yeah. I mean that's where the sort of the royalty and the rich live, and all the regular
Is this the
people.
stables?
Hey, Mist is rich.
Yeah.
He belongs there.
Yep. Well, the stables. So this is the stables. This is more of like a war camp type of where
Okay.
troops would hang out and stuff.
One proposal that I have is that before we start spending all the money on the guild hall, since it's such a long trek to the city, if we could purchase a mode of transportation.
So,
Do we
That
need
would
a
be
mode of
smart of some
transportation?
Well, I'm saying to make our commute shorter back and forth from the guild hall to
I
town.
think she's talking about like buying horses or a carriage or something.
Mist runs like the wind. He needs no horse.
You just Naruto running straight into town.
I got a +3 on Dex. Hell yeah, I'm Naruto running.
Horses can't hold me, so I'm also running.
You could ride a bison.
Agnar can hold me.
Agnar would like to ride a bison.
So
You have to find out how much a bison is.
Oh, sure, it's expensive as hell.
I'll find one in the wilds, make him my friend.
Yeah, you gonna
Name
break
it Gilbert too.
Oh my god.
So, at any rate, you sort of arrive back in town. The board where you can sort of find all of the quests is actually like on the side of this statue over here.
Okay.
Yeah. So as you walk up to the board, you see that the escort quest is gone. It's been pulled down. Conceivably, maybe the escort has already happened at this point. But the other quests are still there. You've got the quest for the spider lily. You've got the quest for the dragon. You've got the quest for taking down the gnomes. You've got yep, that's it. And then also the other options, if your characters remember, are there were caves to explore with some monsters in it potentially. There might be buried treasure to the north, possibly, that the professor might know of or not.
Probably not.
And then there was also the envoy with the taxes and stuff that you could technically raid.
What kind of monsters were said to be in these caves?
It didn't say specifically.
Well, then it could be a wolf and they don't have treasure, so fuck that.
Yeah.
Well, if it's goblins or something like that, I
could
can
be
see
a
treasure,
wolf
but
with treasure.
Well, a wolf's not
King
really a monster, though.
it is if it eats a shitload of people.
If it's a direwolf, it might be.
Yeah, and direwolf pelts might be worth something.
Or King Direwolf with his bling.
So.
Is there also a shark that's a king?
And there's also, I mean, there's you could wander around the town. There's a blacksmith. There's you could there's any number of things. Let's say it's an open world, so I mean,
Mist leaves to go kill a dragon.
Does anyone go with Mist?
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's either that or apparently we're going to shake down a blacksmith per your suggestion.
Do you read the flyer fully, or
Probably
Flyer
should.
for what? The dragon?
yeah?
I guess. I mean,
Okay.
I figured just
I
like
need to know
kill
where I'm
dragon.
going, so sure.
Yeah.
Agnar can't read it.
Let's read the flyer before I embark on a 2-month quest for 10 gold or whatever the fuck it was.
Right. It's 15. gold.
15.
So it says that in the forest, in the cave to the west, there lies a dragon, and the commissioners of the quest essentially want you to slay the dragon and bring them its head and any eggs you might find.
Question: is this map orientated north, south, east, west?
Yeah.
So is that cave in the fucking woods just to our left where the dragon's at?
Feasibly so.
That is really fucking
Oh
close for a
shit
dragon
balls!
to
Yeah, it
be.
is.
We
So
need to
fucking
take care
kill
of
that dragon, guys. It's so close. Also,
have
if we
an
kill the
idea.
dragon, Mist wants to marry the princess that it's guarding.
I mean,
And the professor would like
But
his
only if
eggs.
she's a 10+. If she's not, then we'll just let her.
And the professor
stay
would
in
like
cage.
what?
The eggs. Melody, I need you to lie for me.
And Agnar would like the hero's loincloth.
Alright, Mist is going towards this cave. He thinks that's where the dragon's at.
I get an egg and some other cool shit that drops. If I get one of the eggs, I'll lie. I'll lie so good.
yeah.
I'm kind of excited to fight a
need the
dragon.
egg
What are
so
you
I
going
can
to
make a
become?
mutant
Melody
race of
the
dragons.
Khaleesi of dragons?
I do want to point out, as you start making your way towards the dragon area, you do have to you have to sort of pass by where the pet shop was. As you're passing by the pet shop, there's like sort of whatever the medieval version of caution tape is around it, and there seems to be some sort of local police or whatever surrounding it. You can see just a little bit of blood coming out of the front of the door, like it's on the door frame. The door's wide open, and the place looks sort of like ransacked as you walk by the pet shop.
Mist wants to ask one of them what
No!
happened.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What, do I have a warrant?
Wait.
No.
Keep walking. Keep walking.
I'm just a
The
dude asking a
professor
cop
is
what
going
happened.
to cast Mimic and just touch a random bystander and become a copy of them.
A bystander or a policeman?
Jesus Christ.
You know what? I'm gonna just... No, bystander. As much as I love the idea of I'm a cop now. The professor just watch Mix
Please tell
walking
me-
towards the cops. And
Please
he
tell
is
me that at
going-
some point
no.
the professor found clothes.
Yeah.
Oh, we
Okay.
clothed them.
Yeah.
Mike, are we under like
So-
some kind of warrant or anything that I need to worry about?
I don't
Do
know
people
yet.
in this town
Yeah,
after
man.
my ass?
I don't know yet.
Well, we would have seen wanted posters, especially around the.
Well, it looks like whatever's happened has recently happened, and it's just now being investigated.
And to be fair, we've been gone for 3 days.
Yeah,
So
you haven't come for 3 days.
10 total, so I am just a random person now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, you touch one of the villagers in the area, and you just look like Joe Blow villager.
I grow visibly concerned that I can't figure out where the professor is.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense.
And while you have this random villager awkwardly close to you.
On my back.
Yes.
All right, cool. All right, so yeah, so you, Mist, you're asking one of the police officers what's going on, or is that
Yeah, like what happened, man? This,
Okay.
this is wild.
roll on charisma to see if he thinks you're worth talking to.
Sure. That's a 6. Damn.
Yeah. He says he just sort of looks at you and says, "Move along, peasant. This does not concern you."
I'm gonna
Okay.
ask him.
Yeah.
Would you like to talk to me, sir? That's a 7.
That's better.
Yeah. Yeah, he looks at you. You know, he sees you're kind of strong, and he says, "Well, let's say, are you talking to the same guy? Or are you talking to one of the other policemen? I guess
Same guy.
same guy." So he kind of he looks at you and he says, "So you look like a strong, capable man, but I can't let you into the scene. Just between you and me, there's been a gruesome murder. The shop owner, it's a mess in there. He's everywhere. I mean, just everywhere. And the animals, dear God, the animals."
No.
Well, you saved Bruce.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm starting to think these fucking chicken monsters are a hive mentality, and they're following the one you bastards took. And they're
I'm
coming right
actually
for,
thinking it's the gnomes.
and they're coming right for our damn where we live, man, because it's in the fucking house.
Gorm is screwed if you're right.
So
Hey, Gorm, you're gonna get murdered.
Yeah.
Have a chill day.
Yeah,
and
he-
just walk away.
he's a day
Mist lets
away.
a homing pigeon go with a message
mean-
on it. Run!
You just hear from Joe Blow villager, like, I believe it's the gnomes. It's always
It's always the gnomes.
Mist, if
And
all
the
the pets,
trees! They're
if
in
all-
alliance. Those trees, they'll kill us all.
all the pets are dead, Mist, you just literally picked up a dead carrier pigeon, tied a note to it, and tried to throw it like a football.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got rigor mortis, so it flies like a kite.
Yeah. So, anyways.
To the cave.
Yeah.
Like, well,
The
that
professor's
sucks.
just in the background screaming, "Kill us all! Kill us all!" repeatedly.
Yeah.
From my back.
So,
But it's getting further
In
away
a
because
voice
we're
that
walking
is
towards the
not
cave.
you guys sort of continue to make your way towards the cave. As you walk up that way, you pass through some more sort of like houses and possibly like businesses and things, and you sort of make your way past a farm. The farm is run by a nice little halfling family, or they seem like a nice little halfling family. They're out there doing their work and stuff.
Miss mouth waters.
They secretly know.
Yes. Yep. That's
I told you I wouldn't forget that.
Yep. So, anyways,
He doesn't know why. It's weird.
I contemplate torching the field, but I keep walking.
Yeah. That's so evil.
Miss, as walking through the field, goes. Ch.
Yeah. So you walk past the farm, and
Very flammable farm.
and hold on. Yep. Let's try some notes. So anyways, you walk past the halfling farm. You sort of start approaching the forest. Do you do anything as you approach the forest?
Yeah, Miss stops real quick. He's really hungry, so he's gonna eat a piece of the fish he brought with him.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I put down the professor.
Yeah. Or the
Who
stranger.
is still in random villager form.
Yep. So
I finally put down the random villager on my back. It's like, this is far enough. You walk from here.
cool.
Miss would like to say that even though the fish is delicious, it doesn't quite hit the spot.
Oh no.
He doesn't know why.
No. So you, as you get towards the entrance of
Miss
the-
goes caw caw.
Do you?
Yes, I totally want to.
Yeah. So you yell caw.
Like really loud.
And some birds fly out of the trees in the surrounding area, so they just fly away. But when that happens, you hear some low growling.
Yes. Miss looks around and says, "I told you, dragons hate crows."
No. The growling, sort of emerging from the trees, is a small pack of wolves.
Oh, damn it.
And they sort of just emerge from the tree line and have you sort of surrounded in a semicircle. There's only just 4 of them, however. It's not a lot. And I have to grab paper to write things on, because that matters.
So what happens if you cross the fireballs?
Did you say cross the fireballs?
You free Zool, and where?
Melody and the professor just point their fingers at the same spot and they spin together.
So, all right.
The most fucked up Wonder Twins ever.
3. So yeah,
Just
there's
the
these.
halfling farm gets obliterated.
There are these 4 wolves surrounding you. What do you think you might be doing?
Missed attacks. He doesn't like wolves.
Cool. So there's 4 sort of half surrounding you, semicircle. So you have, right, middle, left, and left. So which one are you going for?
The fucking middle.
Middle left or middle right?
Both. How close are they together?
Well, there's. I mean, they've got you sort of.
Are they
sort of
extra
surrounded.
spread out?
Yeah, I mean they're probably a good, at least, 6 or 7 feet away from each other each.
All right, I'll go middle right.
All right, cool. Roll for some success on that.
That's a 10 with Dex. And We gonna hit him with a 2. Oh man, it's exciting.
Yeah, yeah. So he's wily. So how are you going to attack him?
Just fucking do my running chop.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so you run to make your slashing motion. It does jump back, not enough time to be entirely unhit. So you can sort of catch it across the top of one of its paws as it's jumping back, leaving a little bit of scratch and it's bleeding some. But meanwhile, what are the rest of you doing?
Agnar's gonna run up and punch the same wolf.
So as he's jumping back, you're going to try and make an attack on him?
Yeah.
All right, cool. Now, he's in the thick of it where Mist is. The others are now on alert. You're going to have to roll defy danger just to get to him because he's further back.
All right. Yeah, I'll make it.
All right.
Barely.
Well, you can roll. What do you want to roll on for that?
Strength or dex, either one is just gonna keep me in the same range.
Okay.
Strength will take me up to 9 though.
Yeah. So as you're running in, the two on either side start closing in behind you. The one to the middle left lunges for you. What are you doing to try and dodge his attack as you're running in?
Heisman.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So you put your hand out, and you sort of catch him right in the mouth. He sort of bites down your hand. It doesn't do a lot of damage, and it does slow you down. So before you make your attack, we're gonna offer the opportunity to Melody and the professor to decide what they're doing real quick.
All right. I figure that the
So
weakest.
You see Mist go in. He slashes the one. It jumps back. Agnar's running in right after him. The other two sort of close in right behind him. And so in between you and them are the two who are closing in between them, and then the one that Agnar is Heismaning.
I'm still trying to picture it. Anyway, the one that's closest to me.
All right. It's one of the two that we're flanking. So there's one to the left and one to the right. They're sort of equidistant, I guess.
Okay, well, I'll take the left one then.
Okay.
And I'm going to do the Metal Hurlant move.
Okay.
Oops. No, that's a 9.
Okay. And what's 7 and 9 on that?
Unfortunately, it's not controlled anymore, which means you choose an additional target for its damage.
Sure. So, and then what's the damage on that?
It's on a 10 die, so let's see. Okay, that's only a 1.
Okay, cool. So yeah, you use your metal hurlant, and how does that go off? Tell me how you perform that move.
Poorly, because it was only a 1. So
yeah, but describe to me how you're launching it, how it's working.
Well, with the Metal Hurlant, it says you basically play Shout with Great Force or play a shattering note, but it kind of sounds like, a forced wheeze or a broken kazoo.
Okay.
So it more annoys the wolf than anything,
Yeah.
but because they have sensitive hearing,
yeah.
they get a small sort of.
The one on the left takes just the one damage from annoyance, essentially. But it sort of carries through and sort of catches Mist in the back as well, and Mist also gets attacked for 1 damage. And because it's not.
Is this something my armor will ignore?
No, it's not a physical attack. It's
Damn.
sort of psychological, I guess.
Psychological, because
Yeah.
the wheeze messed me up so bad.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Yeah, it's just annoying.
You were like, what the hell was that?
Yeah.
My soul died a little bit.
Yeah, and what is the professor up to?
So, for future knowledge, I want to ask your interpretation of a spell. So, Mimic, it says, you take the form of someone you touch while casting the spell. Your physical characteristics match theirs exactly. If I were to touch Agnar and Mimic, do I become buff?
Yeah.
So I could potentially touch him, become ripped, and then deck someone until I take damage.
Yeah.
He's like,
That would have been great if Agnar hadn't run off behind the wolf
Yeah.
wall.
I mean, you can touch a wolf if you want to.
I mean, it
Are you-
says the form of someone you touch. Would you say that counts?
Yeah. I mean, I'd give you, anything that's a similar like weight, and body mass to like a person. Like you wouldn't be able to become a dragon, so I'm sorry on that one. But
No dragons and geckos.
yeah.
Maybe a goblin.
I have an idea. Good news! And he's gonna turn into a wolf now.
Yeah, well, you
I'm
gotta
gonna
touch it
slap
first.
a wolf.
If you roll
So-
poorly, you'll be like a half wolf, like kill me.
Do I need to roll separately to touch it, or just
Yes,
put it as
you
part
need
of
to
the
roll
spell?
Defy Danger to get close enough to it to touch it, and then you'll roll for the success of getting it.
Alright, so dexterity on Defy Danger?
Yeah.
10 minus 1. 9.
Okay. All right.
You give it the magic pets.
Yeah. We'll resolve more of that in a second. Go ahead and roll for the success of the spell.
So, I would say, do I take the bite before I transform? Because if I take
You-
damage after I mimic, I
you-
turn right back.
You're not taking a bite. There'll be a different consequence.
Okay, cool. I become a wolf if I roll well. I get a 3 plus 3, 6.
Yeah. Cool. All right. So here's what happens. You don't turn into a full wolf. You just sort of get hairy, and you sort of turn into like you're the regular you, but a very hairy regular you. And as you do so, some of the fleas on the wolf are transferred to you, and because you're very itchy, you're going to take a -1 ongoing until that spell is dropped, because the fleas are on you. Meanwhile, let's revisit Mist. What are you up to?
I'm going to go after the wolf that I cut paw.
Okay,
Still,
so you're lunging after him again after he's just jumped back.
pretty much.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll do a little bit of that. Oh, that's a 13. That's happening.
Okay.
Oh, that is so happening. All right, let's get some damage going here. Hell yes!
All right. Cool. Yeah. So tell me how you cut him.
All right, so he jumps back, so I lunge at him again, thrusting my sword straight at his snout.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, you definitely pierce through part of his snout and out the side of his face a little bit, and it cuts him pretty bad. Just as you cut him, Agnar, you've now reached the same area. What are you doing?
So Wolf just bit me on the hand, right?
Yeah, we sort of like Heisman and kind of pushed him back, and he's just sort of like on your hand.
Okay. I was curious if his mouth was still on my hand.
Yeah.
I'm gonna grip down and use him as a makeshift weapon.
Of course. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna hit the wolf with another wolf.
Yeah, I'm okay with it.
That's an 8.
All right. So roll for damage.
Give me a second. Yeah, cool. 4 damage.
All right, cool. So you grab the wolf, but sort of as you grab his mouth, he clamps down even harder on your hand with his mouth, and so you're going to take some damage from the wolf. So 6 damage from the wolf as it clamps down on your hand. But then describe to me how you use him to hit the other wolf that Mist is just cut in the face.
Well, when I Heisman it, and he latches onto my hand, I latch onto his lower jaw and just rip up and around and just slam that wolf right down on top of the other wolf.
Okay, cool.
Right on the back.
Yeah, and they'll both take the 4 damage. So, yep. So, do the mathematics. Cool. And then once you hit one wolf, the other, the wolf sort of lets go of your hand.
I don't.
Okay. But and then the other one goes bouncing off into the distance. So, Melody, what's happening?
All right. Is there any wolf kind of off by itself, like away from everyone else?
Yeah. So you've got the one that you've sort of metal hurlant is still sort of it's sort of got your attention. In fact, even now because it's you annoyed it, and so it's turned back at you.
You know what? Let's take the annoyed one and let's fireball it.
Okay.
That's awesome. That's a 14. That's happening.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's an 8 on damage.
On 10 plus, doesn't Fireball get some sort of boon for being like 10 plus?
Only
does.
if you have empowered spells.
And how's that work?
Do you have empowered spell as an
no,
advanced
yeah,
move?
she wouldn't. No.
I don't think I would. I think I just get regular
Okay.
fireball.
So yeah, then and what was the damage then? 8?
It was, yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so explain the whole fireball thing.
I'm like, man, I really sucked at that last one. I need to make up for it. So, like I said, I have the attachment on the loot. Pulled out the loot. I struck a chord, and it basically just, covered the wolf in fire.
Cool.
And it's just kind of yelping and trying to stop, drop, and roll.
So
Pretty ineffectively.
the wolf catches on fire, and of course, wolves being covered in hair, and hair is very flammable.
Smells awful.
He freaks out. He's not smart enough to actually know stop, drop, and roll. He takes off into the woods.
Oh god.
No!
And runs away.
Yes.
In fear. So what's the professor doing with his itchiness? And
BT
hairiness?
dubs, what does cousin it even mean?
But you
Cousin-
don't know
cousin
cousin it?
Oh, cousin it. Okay. All right. I thought you were using it as a verb. Never mind.
No.
You ain't never been
No.
to
I mean,
I
I
want
know
you
it's
to
the
bang
South,
that wolf's
but-
friend.
Yeah.
Dear
Anyway.
God, no. I was referencing the Addams Family, you heathen.
Sure you were. Yeah. You're the
No,
one that lives in the
now it's
mountains
a verb.
here, not us.
No.
So Harry, what's up?
You know what? So I can't cast any other spells without dropping my hairy form. So I'm gonna drop that and just poof. Hair just showers in every direction.
Yeah, the hair shower is
All
off of
over
you,
Melody.
and the fleas predominantly with it. So while you're shedding, can I get you to roll Defy Danger?
Which stat would you like me to go with?
You can go with either Dex, Constitution, or Strength.
So I will go with Constitution and get a 10.
Okay, cool. The wolf that you touched has turned around and snapped at you, but as you're shedding, it just gets a mouthful of fur in the process. So Mist, what are you up to?
So now when Agnar chucked the wolf at my wolf.
Yeah.
Oh, I beat the wolf with the wolf.
Okay. What is left? Should I even attack? I mean,
Yeah,
is there
still-
anything to attack?
Yeah, he's still alive. He's just gone rolling off in the distance, but he is alive. I mean, he's hurt pretty bad because, he's got this sort of giant gash in his face, and he's just been beat with another wolf. But he is alive.
Okay. Well, if he's still alive, then I'm gonna continue on with that singular wolf there.
Okay. So you're chasing after him as he rolls across the forest.
Yes, as he's being slid across the ground.
Yeah. Okay. All right, and you can take advantage on this roll then.
Cool,
Not that
because
you need it.
that's happening. That's a
Yep.
10
Yeah. Go ahead
plus.
and roll for the damages.
That's a 4.
Yeah. So tell me how you do it. How you attack him?
I run very fast because I'm fast, and I jump in the air and I just curb stomp the wolf's face.
Okay. Yeah. So you as you sort of and do you want to do additional damage opening yourself to attack or no?
Nah, fuck it, why not? I don't care.
Okay.
It's another 3 damage.
Yeah. So you curb stomp him and then you make another move which will kill him. What is it?
I curb stomp him and I just kind of like use my sword as a walking stick by pushing it into his head,
Okay. All right. Cool.
leaning on it.
Yeah. All right.
Plant the flag.
So yeah, you spear him in the head.
I was thinking Captain Morgan, but yeah.
And he okay, and he just goes completely limp. As it happens, the flaming wolf runs right by you,
Sweet.
and sort of knocks you over, and your cloak catches on fire as he trails off into the woods again. And
I've weaponized the wildlife.
Yep, you sure have. And as you're being burned, you take 4 damage, ignoring your armor, and then you'll need to take a turn to sort of put the fire out. It's consuming you. And
Fire's consuming me.
what's Agnar doing while this is happening?
since he's still holding on to the wolf, he's now going to hurl that wolf at the wolf that just tried to snap at the professor.
Okay. All right. Roll. You're going to basically use volley. So you're rolling on dex for throwing him.
That's a 10.
All right, cool. Yeah, so you chuck the wolf and then roll for damage.
10. So 4, and since I've attacked the wolf that I'm currently holding on to, it gets a d4, the other one doesn't.
Yep.
So it's 8 on the one I'm throwing and 4 on the other one.
Cool. So yeah, you throw it, and it collides with the other wolf, knocking that one to the ground, and the one you threw rolls beyond that. I just, yep, derailed.
This is the best thing I've ever purchased in my life.
So the one that you threw and it's hit the other wolf, he's sort of jumped as he's rolled, sort of jumped his feet and continued running off into the forest. And the one that you hit is on the ground. What is Melody up to?
Rethinking your life choices.
You should probably step back.
I'm gonna try to do that. It goes to 11. You know, it doesn't need to be any more on fire.
Yeah.
To the one that's on fire.
They do.
Well, the one that's on fire is like off in the woods somewhere.
Okay. Then what do we have left?
There's only one left. It's the one that just hit the ground from being hit by the other wolf. Because the other one, he took off in the woods. Mist killed one, and then the flaming one is off in the woods somewhere.
Okay, so yeah, the one we have left, I'll do Metal Hurlant. That's a 9. And the damage is a 6.
Right, and that also attacks someone else, right? Because you got a 9. Yeah, so you Metal Hurlant. Go ahead and describe how you perform it.
I strum a note on the lute, and it basically it's almost like scanners or whatever. The wolf is kind of flailing around in pain.
Yeah.
From the sound.
So is the professor.
The frequency is hearing it and picked it up.
Yeah. Does that ignore armor?
Yeah, it would because it's internal. So 6 damage to both you and the wolf, and the wolf is writhing in pain on the ground. Professor, you just fall to the ground with some pain in your head, severe pain. What are you doing?
Just bleeding from the ears. Mop! I want you to know you kept me from casting point blank fireball because that might kill me now.
Right,
but I still kind of want to.
But
Instead, we're going to magic missile.
We rested.
No,
though.
I mean, okay, fireball maxes out at 12 damage. I just took 6. I do not have 18.
Oh, that's right.
points.
That's right. Okay, yeah.
I mean, I can make the roll.
Yeah.
But let's not suicide the professor yet.
Yeah.
We're going to magic missile this wolf.
Yeah. Right, so from the ground, as you're on the ground, you're going to fire a magic missile, right?
With a 4 total. We are going to suicide the professor, apparently. 4 total, DM. It goes horribly wrong.
Yeah. Because you're in so much pain, your magic just goes awry, and the magic missile sort of just like explodes in your face. Go ahead and roll for damage on yourself.
Oh God!
He just goes, I have a plan. Points his fingers at us. A spirit gun.
Yeah.
Spirit gun.
So, roll for your damage.
God, that is an old reference to it.
Yeah.
So 3. I just did 7 damage to myself.
You sure did.
Jeez.
I am on the cusp of death.
Yeah. So yeah, you magic missile your face, and it spins you around like a top on the ground from the force. Meanwhile, Mist, you're on fire. What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm super on fire.
Yeah.
I want to put myself out. That's what I want.
You want to stop, drop, and roll?
If that'll put me out.
Okay.
We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I will give you free action. You can just stop, drop, and roll. I mean,
I want to do that.
Yeah, then do that. So while
You should hug a tree first.
stopping, dropping, and rolling, Agnar, what are you up to?
Agnar's gonna shout, "Professor, nap time," and then charge the wolf.
All right, cool. So you're charging the wolf. What do you do?
I'm gonna finally pull out my axe and attack.
Okay, yeah, roll for that.
That's a 9.
All right, roll for damage.
D10 and D4. 5 damage total.
Damage. Okay. Yeah. So you don't have to kill it, but you can. I mean, if you want to sever like a leg or a tail or something, you can do that.
Oh, I'm definitely severing the tail.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tell me how it happens. You're sprinting. You're chopping. How do you do it?
Full burst run, but I trip on a rock and dive and chop the tail off by accident.
Yeah. So as you fall and chop off the tail, you sort of just bang the side of your face on the side of the axe as you're coming down. And so that's going to do some damage. Yeah, going to click on it, 5 damage as you sort of hit the ground. And with its tail severed, the wolf runs off into the woods, yelping and screaming. And you are now all sort of no longer surrounded by wolves. Right? So,
Yay.
that's the thing.
Cool, I'm gonna shove the tail in my pack.
I was thinking that, but yeah, you can keep the tail.
I'm gonna make a
The
nice
professor
necktie
is
out of
just
it.
gonna lay their face down.
Yeah.
I will cast Arcane Art Healing on the professor, but since I have Eldritch Tones, I get 2 effects if I succeed. Well, let's see if I succeed first.
Okay.
It's a 9.
Do you kill the professor and Cadre?
It's a 9! Okay, it's a 9.
Okay.
Which means that I can heal 1d8 damage, and I also, on my next damaging roll, I also get a plus 1d4 of damage.
Okay.
So I just have to remember that. So, healing 1d8. Should have the dice ready, but I don't. That's 5. You get 5 health back.
Hooray! On the bright side, I realized afterwards magic missile does not go through armor, so I only took 4. I am doing much better.
Okay.
Mist wants to eat a healing potion.
Yeah.
Is that still a 2d6?
Yeah, you get mark one of your adventuring gears.
No, I already had 2 in my bag.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, if you had like legit potions that are not in the bag, then it's just a straight 10.
Oh, well, I got a 10 anyway, so cool.
Okay. So, all right.
Yeah, so now I've got 1 left.
All right. Cool. All right. So you guys are sort of just you can see the cave. It's there. So what happens now?
Mist wants to go into the cave.
We should probably rest up before we fight the dragon. Come up with a plan.
Or we shoot fireballs into the cave.
Yeah,
I
I'm
like
with the
it.
professor.
Just light it up.
Which of those things are you doing?
Hey, I could throw the fairy bomb into the cave.
You could.
Maybe the dragon will eat itself.
Now let's not forget, this might not even be the dragon's cave.
That's true. That's a good point. Let's not do that until we know there's something in it.
I'm gonna knock on the wall inside of the cave and go, "Hello."
Mister would like to detect traps.
Wait, I thought we were going to rest first and make a plan.
Nope, we're going balls deep.
Miss can detect traps without setting shit off.
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I believe someone held
That's a 9.
All right. Cool. Yeah. So you don't detect any traps in the area, but you do sort of as you're looking for traps, you can see that just inside the cave there's a pretty big drop off that goes down, just a few feet in.
I think
Miss
we're gonna
pushes
need some
Professor
rope.
off the ledge.
Damn.
Oh my,
He
that's a very
accepts
long
this
drop.
fate.
What?
What a large fall this is. You see, if
What?
you were to fall, it would be
If it's a
perfectly-
dragon's cave, you'll be like Scrooge
Ah!
McDuck, and you'll just dive into his gold, right?
Except for Scrooge McDuck would die if he jumped into the giant.
Yes, he would totally
Yeah.
break it.
Yeah.
But he doesn't.
It's 'cause
But he
he's-
doesn't.
As an
'cause he's
aside,
made of
featherfall
adamantine.
is not a spell.
He's got the power of movie magic.
Those feathers are magical. Yeah.
I mean, I guess we might as well just go in the. I'm gonna relay the information to everybody that I see a giant drop off.
We're gonna need a rope.
We need
Yeah,
a light
suggest
source
that
or we need
we-
a repel.
We go in.
As you say light source, the professor goes, light? I have light. You're going to touch Melody and cast light on her.
Okay.
Now she glows. You're a fucking
She's a
target
shining
now.
star.
Does
I
Melody
am
try and
doing
dodge his
wonderful.
touch?
I think I should try to dodge because I don't know what his plan is. He's
Yeah.
just reaching out, and I don't know if he's
Yeah.
about to cast fireball, magic missile.
Right.
I don't understand.
So you're gonna roll to interfere. So you'll if you're successful, he takes a -1 or -2. Sorry.
I got
A
a
what?
5 before any minuses, so
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to level up eventually.
Yeah.
Okay, and you said a -1 because I'm scared?
No. He would take -2 if you're successful.
Okay, so that is actually a 12.
Okay. Yeah. So your 5 becomes like a 3. Yeah. So
Now the professor's the glow stick.
yeah. No. You go to touch.
It's like, oh god, he's
You
gonna cast
go to touch
fireball.
Melody to catch to cast the light. She dodges and you miss, and you end up just sort of slapping yourself. But the spell goes really awry, and your presence actually just sucks all the light out of the area, and you're all standing in pitch black darkness.
Congratulations, you're the void.
Well, now he can't see us.
You can't even see where to go.
Is it nighttime? I am already in my pajamas.
It's evening, but now it's like it seems like night. So
Agnar, nap time.
yeah.
Someone, do we have a magical light item or like a lantern from adventuring gear or?
You pull.
I have kneecaps and pamphlets.
I don't even know how many I have.
I have learned darkness.
You have learned darkness. I don't know. I feel like there's going to be a negative to all the rolls with all this dark.
Yeah, you could just cancel your spell though. I mean, that's an option.
Are you going to cancel your
Would
spell?
I? Yes. Would the professor? No.
Okay, there we are.
Professor, go to sleep.
He's probably.
Call off the dark, man.
The professor's trying. He's like an owl. You just put a hood over him and he goes to sleep.
No, we need some light, please. But he's probably just looking around going, why is it dark? I don't understand.
And then you go, we need to see.
Do you
Invisibility?
just take off your glasses and start cleaning them?
Yes.
Right. So for the
And I'm going to walk away from them.
yeah. Well, as the person walks
Wait,
away,
are you walking out of the cave or are you walking towards the ravine?
I hope he's
You know
walking
what?
off the edge.
Dude, I was going to say away from the cave, but now I kind of want to roll for it.
Yeah. Let's shoot. Let's roll.
Roll the
Cons-
D4
that's
from North,
Constitution.
South, East, West.
Let's roll discern realities on wisdom.
a 1, and a 5. So that would be 6. 7. I do not completely fail.
Yeah. So you, as you're sort of walking, you do walk sort of in the direction of where the ledge is, but you end up running into the side of the wall before the before you hit the thing, and the jolt disrupts the spell, and sort of what light is around does return. You know, so.
Who turned on the lights? Why is it so bright? Agnar, protect me.
I mean, it's still not that bright. You're inside a cave, and you just get like the light from the outside coming in a little bit. You know, and the hole is dark. Like if you look down the hole, it seems like an abyss.
I'm gonna walk back the 100 or so feet and just ask these halflings if they have a torch.
I mean, you could pull a torch from your adventuring gear.
Oh, I don't have adventuring gear.
Someone could though. I mean, you could pull your party.
I do not have adventuring gear either. I have antitoxin.
Hold
Okay.
How do you guys?
Wizards
not have
don't get
adventuring?
adventuring gear.
When I choose my defense, I either choose chainmail and adventuring gear or scale armor, and I chose scale armor.
Did we
I chose books.
do we restart with our adventuring gear? You know, at
You,
the
you would
beginning
have
of all
started at
this?
the beginning of this. Yeah, this particular. Not every session, but at the beginning of this campaign. We reset to 5.
Oh, okay. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll take out. Just because I don't want any more fire, can I take out a lantern or something safer than a torch?
You can take a lantern, sure.
Glow sticks, rave time.
I'll just clip whatever light source I have to my clothing so that we can repel.
I mean, lanterns still use fire.
No magic, no. Okay, all right.
I have magic.
It's just
No,
contained.
no.
Because that went so well last time. All right. So yeah, you got your lantern. And then are you looking to rappel down the cliff face there? Or?
Sure. Is there a ladder or anything? Now that we can see, is there
What's-
any way down?
What's Mist doing during all of this?
Mist is just standing there, watching nothing, and then as it comes back to light, thinking, "Shit."
All right. So
I want to see if there's any way down, it's easier, just kind of.
yeah, you hold your lantern out, and sure enough, as Mist described, it is sort of a drop off. You probably need some rope or climbing gear to get down.
All right.
And somebody do something, or we're gonna defy danger.
Okay. Yeah. I guess.
Miss. Yeah, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
All right, Miss goes down. He didn't care.
You,
He
do you
wants
have
to kill
rope?
a dragon.
How are you getting down?
Didn't someone pull out fucking rope for everybody?
Did
No,
someone?
I
Yeah.
pulled
No,
out a
Miss, what
lantern.
about that adventuring gear?
Miss doesn't use stuff for other people.
Hey,
Um,
I already used the lantern. That's you, Mist.
Can Miss just run down?
No. That's not quite.
Agnar's gonna kick a rock over the edge to see how far it is.
All right, fine.
Turns out we're going for a 6-foot drop.
Miss lights a T-Rex pamphlet on fire and throws it over the edge. She wants to see how deep it is.
Okay. All right. You
Somewhere in the afterlife.
you
Conjure
throw it,
sheds a
and
tear.
it sort of goes down and down, and then just sort of disappears.
Oh, it's super deep. All right, Miss pulls out a rope that's long enough and
Okay.
climbs down.
All right. Yeah. Do you secure it? I assume to the.
Hell yeah, I secure it.
You say, I pull out a rope and I climb down. You know.
I thought that was assumed. I'm sorry.
Not with a
I'm-
I can take
hoping
10
that
minutes.
I'm hoping
I found
that
a nice
Agnar
craft,
is
And
watching the
I've
professor, so he doesn't go, "Oh, cool rope," and pull it up out of the ground.
I've nailed it down into the proper secured fashion
Oh,
and
good. Yeah.
back down correctly.
Agnar is currently putting on the patented professor carrier.
It's like a child harness, but just massive. Yeah. So you stuff the professor in your backpack, and You guys proceed to sort of climb down.
Yes.
Let me.
Defy danger.
Well, yeah. Let's defy danger with some dexterity.
Not dexterity.
We're climbing down a rope in a cavern.
I know.
Sweet 6.
That's an 8 for me.
That's a 9.
And then actually,
You're gonna land Professor first,
the
Agnar.
professor doesn't have to roll. So what was Agnar's? A 6?
6.
Yeah. Cool. And Miss, you got an 8.
Got an 8.
And
Yeah, I
then-
got an
And
8.
mine was a
And
9.
yours is 9. Okay. All right. So, as you're rappelling down, Agnar, you slip a little bit, and by a little bit I mean a lot of it. So you just start sliding down quickly. You do manage to grab a hold of the rope and catch yourself, but it causes you to swing the rope, and you slam against the side of the wall. And when you do, you hit it with your back. So both you and the professor take. Hey, look, 1 damage. You're so lucky. And the whipping of the rope causes Mist and Melody to sort of slide just a little bit, but nothing major happens. So you just have a quick slip, and it stops you for a moment. But then you all sort of carry on. You finally sort of make it to what seems to be the bottom, and your lantern is sort of illuminating just a small area around you. But you can hear the sound of like breathing in the distance. It's sort of a guttural breathing noise.
Missed yells caca.
No, you
I'm
don't.
gonna say quiet, Professor.
What?
So do you yell caca for real?
No, not for real.
Okay. I mean, it's up to you.
It is up to me. I don't
Can the
wanna do
Professor yell caca?
In the future, I'm not going to ask if you meant to do it. I'm just going to assume you do it. So, do you want to yell caca?
Nope. Sure don't.
Okay. So like I said, y'all hear this breathing.
I
What
would
do you
like to discern realities.
do? Okay.
I would like to try. Well, actually, what is it to come up? No, spout lore, actually.
Okay.
I would like to spout lore on dragons.
Okay. Yeah, roll for that. Plus intellect.
That is an 11.
All right, cool. You've been around a while. You actually know a good bit about dragons. You know that their underbelly is one of the most vulnerable parts. The actual most vulnerable part is from the inside, but externally, the belly is the most vulnerable place. There are various different types of dragons. Some breathe fire, some breathe ice. Some have like wind powers. So there are different elemental types of dragons. They're pretty large. They like to hoard treasure, typically. And they have a voracious appetite, so they do like to eat a lot of things. They live in family units as far as like the mother will raise the young, but the father's never around. Joel, you still there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm here, man.
Okay. So do you have any particular questions about dragons, I guess, that your character might know? Dylan.
That's their weaknesses. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Oh, we're off script from the bestiary area in the book, just as a heads up.
Hello.
Can you hear me? Sounds like Dylan can.
Oh no, I was looking at what spout lore did.
Okay. Okay, yeah.
Yes. So I would like to. Can I add something to when I do spout lore? I'm trying to remember.
You can, as long as it like makes sense. So you can't be like, oh, dragons are like, you know, vulnerable against the professors. Like you can't be like that. So, what would you like to add?
Dragons sound like caca.
Sure.
But what I'm getting from what
And then
we
he
just
is going
heard
to
is they're
go,
not catback
Miss,
size.
did you know the proper call for a dragon is caca?
To call it forth.
Awesome.
Yeah, that doesn't mean they'll be happy when it
Now
arrives.
you know. Mist, you should yell it loudly. Agnar hit it in the gut.
Technically, we don't even know if it's a dragon. I mean, we haven't even seen it yet.
Right, you just hear breathing. It's very deep and guttural.
Mist wants to.
Only one way to know.
I was gonna
Who's
say,
going to
Mist
call?
wants to detect traps real quick,
Okay, yeah.
just to make sure, maybe deeper in this cavern we're not gonna run into some crazy crap.
Yeah. Roll for that.
That's an 8.
Cool.
What could possibly be
So
crazier than
you're just searching the area around you because, like I said, you have limited vision. But you do find there is an area that has some. It's like some brush. There's like some sticks and some leaves and some moss and whatever. And it seems like if you were to walk over it, it would give way.
Uh-oh.
Oh, okay.
So you find that. And
I am so glad I did that.
and the trigger to trigger it is to walk over it, and there's no real like disabling of it.
Oh, this is boss room bullshit. I hear you. You go in, you don't come back until the boss is dead. All right. I
Lower
don't
the
wanna be the
monster
first.
over the hole.
You could climb up the rope back out of the
I'm gonna
cave.
take the professor out of his thing now.
Okay.
Huh?
Mist has detected traps. He announces to everybody that the moss-covered ground will give way if anyone steps on it. And then he sticks to the wall like on Grandma's Boy and blends in.
Cool.
Well, yes,
I
it should
can
be.
still see you. I'm gonna cast invisibility on Mist.
Yeah. See how that goes.
That's a 9. So
Yeah!
I will choose to lose the spell for the rest of the day, but
Okay.
I will make Mist invisible.
Right. Yeah. So, Mr. Invisible. How's that
Cool.
happen?
I'm just sitting there, go invisible, and I go. You hear
You
every
just like are up against the wall and you see the professor shuffle towards you and go, no, 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 I still see you. You see if you simply do this, and his hands start to glow as he's walking towards you, and you try to push up against the wall like, oh no, 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 no. And you just feel a chill as he taps you, and then he just turns. It's like, wait, Mist, where'd you go? Where did he was right here,
All right. So,
and he has already forgotten you were there.
and our
Object permanence is
Me-
not a
Melody and Agnar, are they doing anything at this moment?
Agnar is looking around the cave.
Cool.
It's quite fun. It's been a while since he's been in a cave.
Yeah. Well, like I said, your vision's limited. I mean, anyone who leaves too far away from Melody is not going to be able to see much of anything.
We'll very carefully shuffle around the cave and just kind of make sure that we're not, away from the breathing sound, just kind of seeing what else is out there.
Yeah.
Though Agnar is
Weren't there
interested.
4 of us?
All right. Well, if nobody's gonna do anything, Mist is gonna say fuck it, and he's gonna walk towards the breathing. He wants
He's
to know.
gonna be
what
like,
it is.
caca!
Cool. Because I was about to punish you guys. Good for you. Yeah. So you walk towards the breathing. As you
I've been tempted to yell caca.
as you get closer to it, you can feel the air around you become sort of steamy and hot, you can you roll Defy Danger? Actually, that'd be good.
I'm fucking invisible, man.
I understand that.
Fine as well. Great. If it includes my
It smells
my dexterity,
it
which
does.
it normally does,
Yeah.
that's a 7.
All right, cool. So as you're sort of feeling your way in the dark, because if you walk towards the breathing, you stray far enough away from Melody where you basically don't have a lot of light anymore. You bump into something that's like sort of a little rough and scaly, but you just barely bump into it. You tap it before you come to a complete stop. And as your hand
How far did I walk away from where everyone's standing?
maybe a good like 30 feet.
Okay.
Yeah. You feel as you're lightly touching this thing, it is sort of moving sort of in and out a little bit as you're touching it.
So am I touching it and it feels like the size of a cow, or does it feel like a fucking house that's moving?
It feels like a wall.
Okay, that's not good.
Yeah. And as you sort of just peer at it, you can sort of make out red scales, kind of reddish.
Okay.
From what you can see in the dark, anyways.
All right.
And it starts to shift a little bit, like it's just lightly moving around the whole thing.
Okay. Mist is feeling this and feels like he wants to go right, like, sidestep it.
Yeah.
In the dark, he's just gonna try to find a wall to back up on real quick.
Are you going back the way you came, or?
No, different. Because obviously we're in an entrance, right? So there's got to be a wall to my right.
Yeah, there's probably like a wall over that way. But where you? So I'm just thinking about where I've put you fictionally, I guess. Can you?
Well, I've walked straight and touched the dragon.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So instead of backing up, I would just back up to the right.
Right to the. Yeah, the right.
To my right.
Well, okay. So like I said, so fictionally, I know how I have the dragon positioned, right?
Right.
And I know where you've like touched it. So if you're backing up to the right, could you roll Defy Danger?
God damn it! I'm
Sorry.
gonna knock into its tail or its face. Ha! That's 12. I don't touch shit.
Yeah. As you're walking, you sort of feel your way around, and there seems to
feel
be
the
like
heat radiating off of it.
no. Well, there's. It's like the wall gets smaller to a point where it's like just below your head, and it curves sort of out, and you sort of just like lightly follow it, and this is seemingly the dragon's tail, maybe, as you sort of like are backing out.
Okay.
Meanwhile, so you're doing that, and the rest of the party doesn't see you anymore. What are they doing?
I guess we all have to kind of very, very carefully shuffle towards the breathing with the light source.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay. Professor?
The professor begins stripping his walks.
He's what?
He begins stripping as he walks.
Okay, all right, that makes sense. Why not?
Can you hear me?
Yep. Yeah, now I can. There might be a delay.
Yes. It is hot and steamy. He is walking into a sauna.
Sure. All right. So, as you guys get a little closer with the light,
Melody is tempted to put out the lantern, but continues on.
yeah, you as you get a little closer, you suddenly catch sight of Mist, and also the sight of sort of the red scales just to the left of him.
We wouldn't see Mist because he's still invisible.
Oh no, yeah, that's right. So yeah, you don't see Mist. You just sort of start seeing like the glint of red scales as you get a little closer.
I think we found the dragon, guys.
This looks kind of dragony, yeah.
There was a dragon.
All right. So is anyone doing anything other than
We need to devise a plan.
pointing out the
All
dragon?
right. So we came here to kill this bastard, right? Now that we have light, do I know exactly where I'm standing? Am I against a wall, or am I in between him and his fucking tail?
Yeah, you're sort of like near the tip of his tail. The tip of his tail is sort of to your back a little bit, and
I'm facing like his stomach or something?
yeah, kind of.
Alright, Mista's gonna fucking stab it in the stomach.
Good.
Okay. I mean,
Because apparently that's its weak spot, and I'm gonna get a plus or something
right.
for it
Well,
being
it's
sleeping.
laying on its stomach, so like you're facing the side of its stomach where it's like scaled. It's like laying down. So I mean, you can try and like get up underneath, I guess.
I could go to the other side and wake it up.
I
Then you
could...
lose the advantage.
That's true.
Go for the cloak.
Mist wouldn't lose the advantage. He's invisible.
That's true!
Yeah. Provided
Yeah.
the dragon doesn't have other senses to detect things, for sure.
He's probably going to be very confused why there's a half-naked man and a definitely naked old man standing in his cave.
What's the plus gonna be if I fucking attack this thing while it's sleeping?
You plus 2 roll. +1.
+2? I think Agnar should fucking do it. He's got the higher hit.
Yep.
That is true.
Mist is gonna whisper, Agnar, fucking hit it.
Well, I guess Agnar is gonna fucking hit it.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say let me empower you, but yeah, go ahead.
No, if you want to empower me, please feel free.
I'll do my best. All right, Arcane Art. Let's go. That's a 14. So the next, choose an ally and effect, and I actually get to choose 2. So plus 1d4 towards damage. And the next time someone successfully assists the target with aid, they get a +2 instead of a +1.
Okay.
Nice.
So the next time someone tries to help you, which I wonder if we could do that too, but that would be a lot of stacking. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
You could all attack it at the same simultaneously. I mean, that's an option, sure.
Do we want to aid
I will
him so that we
aid
all get a
Agnar.
Well, not
+2 and aid?
Not even aid. Y'all could like literally just all attack it at once.
I would,
Yeah.
Mist, if I were you,
But
I
then
would
if
hold
we
off
did
and
that,
you're
then we
still
would all get the
invisible.
plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'd all get that +2 if we all attack it at one time, because that bitch is sleeping.
That's true.
Yes.
So
And I get a +4 to my damage.
Actually,
Yeah,
do
fuck
we
it.
really even need to roll to attack it since it's asleep?
No.
Yeah.
Alright, let's fucking do that.
Yeah, let's go ahead and all simultaneously
hurlant.
attack it.
Sweet.
Okay, let's see.
Alright, Mike's got this shit-eating grin like we're all about to eat dicks.
I mean, I'm gonna help Agnar instead of hitting it because I am not built to hit things, and I currently can't cast spells.
Okay.
Alright, well, I'm rolling to attack then. That's a 4. That's a 6 with a +2.
We don't have to
That
roll to
is-
attack. It's asleep.
That's my damage, man. That's what
Oh,
I'm saying.
So you're
6.
doing,
D10.
six for you. Yeah.
and
Yep.
D4. 9 for me.
Okay. 9.
14.
No, it's plus. You got to do a +2 to yours, Agnar. That's a 12 for you, buddy, because it's a +2.
It was 9 and +2 is 11.
Yeah.
That's true.
6, 11. You said you got 14?
Yeah, 14 damage.
Okay. And then what's the professor doing?
Assisting.
I had a 10 to assist Agnar.
Okay, all right. So then we'll Agnar, you can do another D4.
All right. Another 2.
Cool. All right. So all together.
Now I can cast spells because mist is now visible. By the way,
Right.
That's true, because I attacked.
I'm also gonna pick Mist, since I have setup strike. The next attack you do does +1d4.
Cool.
So you guys are gonna do a total of 33 damage.
Sweet.
So tell me how you all go in for the attack.
I shove my fists in his nostrils.
Since my roll was so high,
as you
I
go to
literally.
do that, the professor goes and puts one of your hands around an axe and goes, "No, with this."
So I shove an axe in a nostril.
Mist does a parry stab right at his butthole, seeing how he's by its tail.
Because my attack was so strong, I literally take the lute, stick it in its ear, and then play the chord.
Cool. Does
By the
anyone-
way, Mist, it has a cloaca.
does anyone want to do additional damage, D4 damage, but opening themselves up to attack?
That's an absolute hell no.
Absolutely not.
Cool.
We're gonna take the smart money this time.
Yeah, I mean, why not? Cool.
It's a dragon.
So you all attack the dragon. And as soon as you do, the music plays. He raises up in anger and yells, lets out this horrible scream, spitting fire out of its mouth, unfolding his wings and bringing them down, propelling him into the air some amount. He sort of starts just looking around the room to figure out what's going on. While he's taking this moment to look around the room, are you guys doing anything additional?
Yeah, whatever.
I would
this
like
dude's
to
doing.
yell caca.
Remember, he's not going to ask anymore.
The professor's. This
You
naked
yell
old man.
caca.
Caca!
Roll Defy Danger, please.
Sweet. With what stat?
You can roll with Dex, Constitution. Dex or Constitution, yeah.
4.
Cool. The dragon immediately hones in on you and lets loose a breath of fire.
Mist wants to
I
turn into a
deserve
tree
it.
ant.
Okay. Well, hold on. Let's resolve this real quick. So you take 7 damage
Ugh.
armor
Jesus.
from the fire. And then Mist, let's roll for Treant. It's like the druid. You're gonna roll on, I believe it's wisdom for that. So roll for changing into the Treant.
Oh, that's a 10. That happens.
Cool. Now, this is not gonna be normal because Lou is dead, right?
Oh, good.
Yep. So when you turn into a treant, your form is not the same as it used to be. It's almost like a skeletal tree. The wood is very like gray and cracked, and the stats you get from it are not quite the same as they were. You'll get +1 armor, but you'll get +3 to damage.
Damn.
When you take this form, and it'll last for you got a 10. It'll last for three turns basically.
Okay.
All right. So you turn, like I said, you turn into this sort of like almost like a
Like
dead gray
Skeletal,
tree,
swampy like tree. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
as you do it, and your face resembles a skull.
Sweet.
Yeah, made out of wood, obviously. While you're transforming, what is Agnar and Melody up to?
Agnar's going to take this opportunity to attack the stomach.
All right, let's roll for that.
Cool. 2d6. Yes, that's 12.
Cool. All right, and then roll for damage.
That is a d10, and since I attacked him before, d4. That's 9.
Cool.
And once again, missed. Plus 1d4.
Woo! Okay. So yeah, tell me how you hit him. Now he's in the air. So are you throwing the axe?
Oh god, yes.
Okay. So you throw the axe, and it lodges in his belly. It sticks there though. It's like it's in his belly as he's flying in the air, and a little bit of flame just sort of like spills out from where the axe sort of hits him. After he's done sort of writhing in pain, he starts swooping down at you. While he's swooping down, what is Melody doing?
Well, considering that I'm terrified that the fireball will empower him instead of damaging him, I'm going to try to make sure the professor doesn't die and try to use the arcane art to heal.
Okay.
That's awesome.
14, that's happening. And heal for 8.
Professor has not the video.
All right, well, and then I get an additional D4 next time.
Hello?
Hello. Yeah. No. Maybe. Okay. Well. Anyways, the professor's healing.
That was majorly delayed. Wow.
What is Mist doing now that he's this sort of crazy tree form?
Mist is gonna stab that dragon in its fucking stomach. I get plus 2 d4s now, don't I?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Roll
right.
for your success.
Nope. That's a 3, 4, 5.
Cool.
Yeah.
So
Dragon whips me into the ground.
yeah, so like I said, he's swooping down to attack Agnar, and so you go to make your attack, and as you go to make your attack, he definitely like nopes you with his tail, and whips you against one of the walls there in the cave, and Dylan, go ahead and roll your. Did you roll your D8 for healing?
Yeah, and I said it was an 8.
Yeah. Okay. So, do we still have Dylan?
I don't know.
Maybe it's super delayed.
Yeah.
What's my
Storm's
damage?
getting bad.
Am I taking damage from being slammed against the wall?
Yeah. 9 damage.
Yeah, Lee.
Jeez.
The professor is freaking out and doing crazy things.
The healing didn't agree with him.
No, maybe not. So I don't have Dylan on. He's not in the same time as we are. Oh wait,
Nope.
there he is. You're back. I think you're current with us.
Am I?
Yeah. All right. So what's the professor do?
Okay, I was able to hear y'all the whole time.
Okay.
Okay, good.
Put it in the chat. I rolled magic missile. I got a total of 5.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't even pop in the chat. Like I got nothing in the chat.
Yeah.
I didn't either.
So
Weird.
you rolled magic missile and you got what?
5.
Oh, cool.
2 plus 3.
Yeah. So
Jeez. If you don't die, you're definitely gonna level up.
yeah. So you shoot a magic missile at the dragon, and the dragon sensing it. There it is. Hey, it just showed up. The dragon uses his wings to swoop it and changes its direction, shooting it directly back at you. It catches you right in the stomach, pinning you against the wall. Roll damage on yourself. Maybe.
Nope, he froze again.
Yep. And you'll also lose that spell for the time being, anyways.
Sweet. 3.
Yeah. Okay. Meanwhile, where are we at? Agnar, what are you doing?
Yes. So the dragon's swooping down at me.
Yep.
While it's swooping down, I'm gonna like sidestep a little bit and grab my axe. And while I'm grabbing my axe, just kind of yank,
Okay.
try and get my axe back.
Yeah. Roll on strength for yanking your axe out.
No, that's a 5.
Yep. So you grab the axe, but it's lodged, and as the dragon flies up, you go with it. And so it noticing you dangling against it, grabs you with one of its feet claws, ripping you off the axe, and piercing you with its talons as it just holds you as it's flying through the air. And you take the damages, 9 damage.
Jesus.
As you're being grasped by it there in the air. And,
While I'm flying up, I'm gonna be like, "This was a bad decision."
Yep. Melody, what are you doing?
Well, since it's in the air and I don't feel like I can use fire, I'm going to get out my rapier crossbow and I'm going to attempt to take a shot at its belly.
Okay.
Let's see how that goes. That's a 9.
Okay. All right. And go ahead and roll for damage then.
Okay. That's a 9 on damage.
Cool. Is your damage
The
D10?
plus 4.
Oh, plus
It
4.
is it's a D6 and a 4.
Gotcha. Okay. And then where are you shooting it? Where's the arrow hitting?
Dead center of the belly, just the underbelly.
All right. Yeah. So you shoot the arrow. It sticks itself in the belly and just sort of stays there. Once again, some fire sort of leaks out where it's punctured. It takes the damage. I do the math. And just as this happens, you all notice overhead. It looks like a ball of flame is shooting into the cavern, and as it sort of whizzes by, you see a flaming wolf flying through the air.
Shit.
landing there on the bed of the floor, and that's where we're gonna return to next week.
Fantastic.
So
It's not a dire wolf; it's a fire wolf.
It's a fire wolf. It's a fire dire wolf. Oh. So yeah, we'll pick up next week, mid battle with the dragon and the newly appeared wolf on fire.
Jesus.
This wolf.
So yeah, y'all
Red dragon.
things and stuff. Yep. Oh, yep. So, anyways, yeah, because Dylan's dipping out too, so his connection's getting worse. So
Yeah.
also makes it a good time to stop. So that's going to be the end of our stream. I think I was the only viewer the entire time. Go me.
Well, you're definitely dedicated.
Goodbye, stream.